What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Wolf. We're back here. We are still within the region of Laurinia of the Lakes. We're getting ready to take on the Academy. We've already wrapped up the Caria Manor ahead of time, so that way we can get our Carrion Retaliation, which I'm likely not even going to need and use, come to find out, due to my current level and scaling of my character. But with that being said, I did forget something here on the eastern run of Laurinia Lakes. We're going to head on down this way. And I believe just below here is somewhere where we're going to want to go. I'm not 100% sure if it's right here, but we're going to go head down that way. So let me actually mark that. Boom. And this is an area I often forget about, oddly enough, until this point of the game. Oh, and again, guys, if you want lightning armament, this is who you get it from. You can see, he's still not a pushover by any means. Okay, maybe he is, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, he'll drop a prayer book. That'll allow you to get the incantation lightning armament. One of my favorites next to Blood Flame Blade. Another favorite of mine. Both of which we have equipped. We've had on the build for some time now. You guys have seen me use them. So if you don't have them, that's where the electrifying armament one is. Now, I'm not sure if this is where we're looking for. Oh yeah, it is. Perfect. So how do I get down? That's my real question. I hear a shiny. I feel like those tombs are just a trap. Hang on. It's a cerulean flask. We don't need that one. Crimson. So that all just looks like death, so I think we do have to use those tombs. Little tombstone drop down. Where we're going down low is known as Jarburg. It'll tie in with Alexander a little bit later with his quest line. He's always sketch me out so much. Oh no. Oh my god. That was pure fear. I thought I was dead. Okay, and then from here, jump on the roof. And welcome to Jarburg. There is a site of grace here. The pots are not necessarily super hostile. I think the big ones will attack you. I mean, you can take them out if you want. But the big thing about Jarburg is if you guys need consumables, or should I say like crafting mats, this place is full of crafting mats, like Poison Bloom, Nicholas Lily, got, you know, Early Flower, the Rower Fruit. Also, a lot of cracked pots if you guys are looking for more. Tarnished Golden Sunflower, Eye of Yalog, Poison Bloom. There's a ritual pot for holy ones, and like the festering pots and whatever other ones there. And I think these ones, like, they won't all go aggro. You can farm them if you want. I'm just gonna kind of leave them be because they're not attacking me. Right in here, cracked pot, living jar shard. I can't remember if this one up there actually attacks, but go here, get the golden rune, another cracked pot. Then there's a way to get up on that roof, and I think it's back over here. We're just gonna get all the loot right now because these guys are just chilling. So this is an NPC right here, and he's tied in with Alexander's quest, so we'll talk to him in a little bit. That little jar guy that's sitting right there on those steps, you're gonna want to talk to him. Another ritual pot, and then Oh, this doesn't lead us where I thought it did. How interesting. Unless that way is down and around. Nope. Oh, wow. Oh, it does cut off right there. But yeah, this is Jarburg. Like I was saying, just like any of the flowers and stuff that you need, like, they even have arteria leaf. Pretty rare one to find. Since we're just kind of chilling right now, I'm not going to worry about that grace just yet. We're going to run over here and grab some runes. I don't think there's even anything that'll attack us over here. Some more rune items to grab. We'll hang on to these. We're not gonna spend these ones up like we did with the ones that we got at the audience grounds with the Lord of Blood. Good, we'll touch the grace. I guess I'll talk to him now. Talk to little dude right now. See what he's got to say.
Hello, cuz. What are you doing here? I didn't think it. Gosh. It's not easy being potentate. I know. It's just a little test. Your skin. You need slick, slidey hands to be potentate. I'm sorry, cuz. What a shame. Don't look so good. We can still come back and visit. Don't look so. We can still come back and visit me.
There you go. Come back and visit me. There we go. So I'm not sure. I think if we just rest. Now, everything that we picked up as far as those flowers and stuff, they all just respawned. So if you want to farm these up, you need them for any of the recipes, get all your stuff here. Hey, I'm back.
Oh, I'm happy. I have good tidings. Have you noticed? I asked the villagers and they said you'd be back. Go on, Kat. Who knows? Go on, Kat. Who knows?
So yeah, that right there, and he's like, yeah, I picked some of the flowers and stuff. I asked the villagers, everyone said it'd be cool if you hung out and like farmed all this stuff up. So just go through. You don't have to do this. I'm just gonna do it because I'm here. There's a ton of grave violet. Interesting. Never noticed that being here. That, we'll rest again. I just want to make sure that we exhaust this dialogue all the way through.
Say, cuz, have you met Uncle Alexander? He used to live. I asked to go with. So, if you see, he's big. Uncle Alex. My home is. I suppose that's. So, I'm actually. And I'll have to leave the village. My home. I suppose that's.
Alright, let's rest one more time. Now he's asking us about his Uncle Alexander, who is our big Jarburg guy that we know. So, now we'll rest. We'll talk to him again. We'll see what he has to say. Also, later on in the game, Dialis from the Volcano Manor, the guy who had his servant slain in Larinia the Lakes, he's like, I, Dialis, will exact revenge on whoever trespassed against... Yeah, anyway. He ends up here later. He gets an interesting little, I guess, side quest here at Jarburg.
Ah, do you know what they hunt us? This village that you should. I hope those awful.
Those awful poachers. I can't remember how many times we have to rest and talk to the little jar, so we're gonna do this one more time just to make sure. I'm waiting until he repeats himself.
Those awful. awful.
There we go. Okay, so we've exhausted his dialogue now. So we'll run into Alexander later on. When we do so, it'll progress him. Big event happens later on when we're down in Caelid at Redmane Castle going into the Radahn boss fight. And then from there, we'll be up towards the Volcano Manor. We'll see him again, and then we'll see him later on. I'm not sure if he's actually in the capital, and then we'll see him again after that. And yeah, that'll pretty much tie everything up. And then later on, after that gets all tied up, we come back here to Jarburg. You're going to talk to his, if you want to think of him as his nephew, because he's saying Uncle Alexander. Well, you would come back and talk to Alexander's nephew, Pot. And yeah, from there, it would pretty much wrap up the Jarpot questline. It's really not difficult. We'll cover it in the playthrough for sure. Let's see. I keep saying we're going to do the academy, and I keep finding every excuse to not do that yet. So let's just start recording this academy. I'm going to end this little segment here, take a little break, get all my beverages and snacks, and then we'll be ready. And then I'll probably end up just burning through the academy in faster time than what I would have expected. I almost always end up doing this. I over-prepare for the academy, I under-prepare for Caelid, and then I usually meet myself in the middle after the fact when I get up into Altus, and it's like, okay, now we actually have to pay attention to what we're doing. But anyway, it's your boy Wolf. See y'all in the next little segment. Peace! Alright, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Wolf. Back here, we're going to be starting out this next episode. We will be tackling the academy here moving forward. There's just couple more little things that I want to do real fast. Two things real quick. So when you come up to the academy and you're actually getting ready to go in, make sure you go down there like we covered to go get the golden seed. Right here, I mentioned the summon sign. This is for Bloody Finger Hunter Yura, his quest line. We're going to advance his questline, we're going to take on the invasion here, and then we're going to go to a late game zone. You guys remember we did White Mask Varus questline to get the, let's see, what was this item called again? Let's see, what was the item called exactly? What was it? Oh goodness, oh here it is. The Pure Blood Knight's Medal. So, we're going to be heading over there. We're doing a quick run, basically from one grace to another grace. We're just going to be grabbing a couple rune items that'll get you guys like 50,000 plus runes if you guys need to get a couple more levels. I would like to have those levels before going to the academy. Just that way I know for certain whatever I'm using, I'm good to go with. We are very much over leveled for this point of the game, but trying to get everything as we go and not miss along the way so we don't have to do as much backtracking. So let's go ahead and take this invasion. We're going to be summoned into a world with Yura. We're going to go help him take out this enemy, and then after that we will actually get a weapon that I don't ever really use, but we get a really cool Ash of War, I think either with that weapon or separately. But yeah, the Raven Mount Assassin, this is who we want to take out here. Yeah, easy clap. Let's go Yura. Got the Rune Arc. Bird Calling Finger Remedy. Yes, Raptor of the Mist, Ash of War. One of my favorite Ashes of War. I absolutely love that one. I usually put it on a katana. Now we're here. Yura.
Oh, it's you. That bloody finger was a thorn in my side. Here's a token of thanks.
Everything's down 5.
I may not have much time. I'm dying to see you. Eleonora. Violet Bloody Finger.
Yeah, Eleonora is up in the Altus Plateau, so I'll share with you guys my first ever playthrough of this game. I decided to go for Yura's weapon, the Naga Kiba, the Uchikatana times 2. It's a very long katana, great reach on it. And I wanted Yura's armor and his weapon, which we'll be getting later on in the game. Little spoiler alert, sorry about it. But in my first playthrough, I fast-tracked and just went right up to Altis, went and grabbed that, and then I realized once I hit Radahn, I was not scaled or leveled up properly for the game. So, with my hours of testing and trial and error throughout Elden Ring, trust me, we're just going to wait for Yura's stuff. It'll be cool. It'll be decent for me to use with this build at a certain point. But it's nothing I'm going to, like, save, and that's going to be my main weapon. My main weapon for this build is going to be Bloodhound's Fang and the Night Rider Glaive. So now we've spoke with him.
She is the dead, but in spite of if she there is no be on your perhaps we.
Then he says, "Be on your way. We'll meet again." So cool. Let's go rest up here real quick. So, now, how many runes do we got? Really don't have many at all. Alright, so before the academy, we're going to go for some runes. So I can get a couple extra levels, be sitting at my stat points naturally. And we'll start dumping into our health bar. So to go over the stats, I mean, with the Source Seal on, we look great. But if we take that Source Seal off, we're going down 25, 15, 25, 24, which I want that 24 to be 26. 17 dex, I want to get up to like 20. And then from there, everything else will pump into the vigor and the endurance. So, for now, Source Seal stays on. Be nice when we're able to switch that out. And then soon enough, we'll actually be able to... probably like within the next 3 to 5 episodes, we'll go try to attempt this over here, which will get us a better carry weight talisman as well, which I usually like to run it later on in the game. But let's go to our inventory, and it's time to go to the audience grounds. This is one of my favorite zones of the game, one of my favorite bosses. Big fan of the whole, like, blood and bleed and, death. I think it's really cool. Alright, so here we are in a zone we don't belong. Oh, wait, but where are we? Check this out, guys. We are underground right now. Whole new zone. Yeah, it's crazy, huh? So, run up here to the Grace. Oh, and like I said, this is going to be a risky run, but a worthwhile run if we can complete it. So, main thing I want to let you guys know, what you're gonna want to have on in your left hand. You're gonna want a torch. We don't need it right away, but you're going to want one. Let's actually, just for a good measure, because I have 6, I'm going to pop a rune arc, which if you guys also remember, my great rune that I have equipped. It's very nice. You pop a rune arc, you get a bunch of free stats basically. So let's use that just to get the extra like health, stamina, and resistances. And now that we have that active, we are just, like I said, going to run through this area. There'll be some loot items to pick up along the way. Nothing too important. These guys will run and try and like blow up, and they'll try and like cause bleed on you, as you just saw right there. So just make your way through them. Bob and weave, bob and weave. Should be a Newman's rune right here. Careful for the bleed, because if bleed procs, it can definitely hurt. That Newman's rune is worth a lot of runes, by the way. This big blobby guy, you don't have to fight. Just hop over here, grab the stanchion boluses. which those will alleviate greed. Run over here, grab this, bleed rose. Alright, so now is when you want to pull out your torch. And we are just going to run. And we're going to run. And we're going to go over this way. We're not stopping for anything right now. We are running for our lives, because that is going to start chasing us. Grab the Lord's Rune right here. I think that's worth roughly 50,000 souls. We're being chased. This can hurt us, just so you know. Bend around this way. Whoa, he tried it. He tried it. Out. Stop it. Hey. Run. Keep going. Oh, he's so close to us. Oh. Can't say I've ever had him follow me that far. Ooh, but he will de-aggro once we hit the doorway. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, so this is all that we're doing right now. Yes, we could go. I mean, let's see. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just grab it now. This is how you get your plus 10 sombering, by the way. And we could potentially die going for it, just so you know. It's a risky little go. Golden Rune 13. Jump up here. Oh! There he is. Jump over this. Grab this. And just mash your buttons. And dodge roll, sprint back to the graves. You'll be fine. So that is your plus 10 somber. We still need a plus 6 and plus 7 and 8 and 9, but we'll be getting that at another time. So, be sure to tab, and we're gonna go back to the Academy main gate. Now again, the Academy is gonna be the main focus moving forward. We're gonna take out that, the second demigod Renala. Fast track through this one. It should probably just be one episode. Now there used to be other ways to like go below the academy, and you can get kidnapped by an enemy essentially, and it'll take you over to another faraway land, kind of like the little side mission that we just hit. And it used to allow you to do a trick jump, and you would be able to get your plus 7 somber. You would get plus 6 just before that trick jump. So then at that point, we already have a plus 5. You would then get a 6 and a 7. The 8 and the 9 are out in the world. Shortly after we finish up the academy, we can actually go fast track to get them. And then you would have the plus 10 from going to Mogwin's Palace, the Lord of Blood's audience grounds, where we were just literally at. So at that point in the game, you used to be able to very much early on get a plus 10 weapon, which for these unique weapons, that's the highest tier that you can make these. So they changed things up. I don't know if there's a way to get a plus 10 any faster. I haven't looked up the new strat. I only know about the old strat, so I just wanted to talk about that. And if people are wondering, oh, are you gonna go, and basically where the kidnapping enemy would take you is up here in Altus at the Volcano Manor. So I'm not going to be doing that in this playthrough. I'm not going to go to Volcano Manor early. I'll just wait to get the 6 and the 7, and then we'll get the plus 10 Bloodhound's Fang just more naturally than going and getting stuff a little early. So I think that's the gist of it. We took care of the invasion with Yura. We ran over and we got those runes. Let's actually pop these, because these are some beefy runes right here. I mean, just that one alone, we're talking 50,000 runes. Crazy. So, normally you would wait so later in the game to have these, get some other levels. I just want my levels now and ahead of time if I can have them, so that's what we're gonna do. Another 10,000 on top of that. Sheesh. And there was actually, just so you guys know, there is a few of the larger size runes. I have 81,000 currently. There's definitely quite a few of the larger runes that I passed up on. We could have done another little loot run while we were there, but we can go back there at any time at this point. So we'll be okay. Strength, we want that at 26. So I can use the Knight Rider's Glaive more effectively. And we'll get my health up. And I would need 15,000 more. My goodness. I mean, we're level freaking 65 and we're taking on Renala. I don't know why I'm like power scaling my character just outrageous amount so early on. But I'm having fun doing it. Makes the game easy. Makes the not walkthrough, but playthrough aspect of this a lot easier. Less stressful. I mean, I think I've still died a few times doing these recordings, but it's not too bad. We ain't doing too bad, what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to actually just wrap this little bit up of the recording here. I'm going to double check my notes for the Academy, and depending upon where this segment ends up, we'll